Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 255. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Ben Barris, Matt Zellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Great.
Yeah?
Great.
Old boathead over there?
Old boathead.
I know, man.
Here.
You actually look like, not red, but you can tell he's been out in the sun.
I've been out in sun
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
Mm-hmm. They call that drunk.
Oh.
bit. I'm drunk.
That what it is?
Yes. Man, beach was great last weekend. I'm glad we recorded.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go. I stayed at home and got myself sick.
Oh, you actually got sick?
Oh, yeah. So you remember at last E3 when we made the burgers with the charcoal and we were too close to the poison flames because and then Matt and I got real sick because we were too close inhaling that shit. So instead of going to the beach, I stayed back and then I poured chemicals on my concrete to get rid of like moss and shit that was growing on the basement stairs, and it all like the fumes came up and I was like sitting there like, this is fucking dope, and I was like, I probably shouldn't breathe this, huh? And who cares? Next day I woke up and I was just like, my throat's closed. So what?
Damn. So it sounds like you were like poisoned. Not so much
Hell
sick,
yeah.
dude. You weren't sick. You were...
It was cool, man.
Ew.
It was like the Black Plague, but like, different.
Damn. Saying, because you just kind of sound stuffy. I don't know if it's allergies
I'm
or
on
what.
like the final
Okay.
like cusp of it.
Okay.
Eating hot chicken wings last night kind of helped to
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, yeah, man.
push a lot. No, it was bad.
Oh, really?
We bought too hot of sauce, and
Oh.
like we were both dying.
Is it like you're just swallowing daggers, pretty much? Like...
It like
Iron
I just
daggers?
felt like I was constantly like everything was coming out of the front of my face. Like my eyes felt swollen, and then like all I wanted to do because like also I have all of the hair on my face, so it just collects that shit. And I was like, all right, all I want to do is wash this off. So I went up, got in the shower, like immediately like got done eating, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go shower. I also wanted to like have a free channel to just like push everything out of my nose without whatever, and it was just bad.
Damn, dude.
Like the hot water hitting your hot lips.
Oh,
Hot
yeah,
lips.
that do suck.
Yeah.
It do suck. I remember when I was still in Jersey, I went through a week of competitive hot sauce eating. And
Tell me more.
I would just look up online and find like the hottest sauces I could buy. So I bought what was it, Dave's Insanity or something?
Yeah.
The one with the chili pepper, it's like chilling on the beach or whatever. And like I bought that. I bought like ghost pepper sauce or whatever. So then each day I would like just take a small spoonful of the hot sauce, and like every couple days I would increase the amount,
The heat.
So then like one day, and it was in the middle of like summer too. It was hot as fuck out. So I get home from work, I'm cooking dinner, and I take just like pretty much like a large spoonful of hot sauce, and then.
So this wasn't
Why?
This wasn't a competition necessarily, as
It
just
was
like
just
a
like-
personal challenge.
No, well, because there's this place called Cluck U.
All right.
There's one in College Park, but in
Yeah.
Jersey there's like one at every other corner.
Yeah.
And they have like a hot wings challenge. It's like you eat 6 hot wings of their Reaper sauce.
Yeah.
You can't use blue cheese or milk or nothing. And it's like you have to eat it and then like sit through like 5 minutes of not like cleaning up.
What do you get?
You get like a shirt and
Mm.
whatever. You get to be on the wall like, oh, I'm an asshole.
Did you do it?
No, because after this certain incident, when I took the whole spoonful, like it didn't even taste like sauce. It just tasted like I said, like daggers.
Oh.
And I started like not crying like boo hoo, but like my whole body just went into like code red.
Yeah. You're just
and I
in
was
shock.
just sweating. Yeah, I just went into shock. And the stove is still on, like heating up my food. And I'm in the kitchen. I take all my clothes off. I'm running around the house naked, and I just go in the shower and just like throw on the cold water and just like open my mouth and just like spread eagle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like cold water in the shower for like a good 5 minutes just to like, and still throughout the night, like I felt like my stomach like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I was like,
Bad.
I love hot sauce, but I'm not gonna do this whole.
Yeah, there is a balance between hot and taste and
then
your
like
insanity.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like that Melinda's.
The Melinda's great.
The red pepper sauce. It's almost too spicy, but it has such a good flavor to it.
I agree.
It's
Totally agree.
It balances out. But like, I've had some weird fucking hot sauces that just. There was one someone gave me, and it was just like a drop of it on a sandwich, a sandwich. Think about all the things that go in a sandwich. A drop of this, it just overpowered everything, and you wanted to die.
Was that at my house?
No, this was no.
Because that had happened too. Maybe you weren't there, but I remember we were eating sandwiches.
I remember doing that dumb shit.
But we tricked my dad because he just came over. He's like, "What are y'all doing?" And he was like, "Yo, try this sauce." And he just immediately was like, "Fuck you!" Like starts like punching us. So I was like, "Damn, dude." Yeah, I think that was also insanity sauce too, but I can't remember.
That shit's brutal.
Yeah, man.
Brutal.
Just settle for normal hot sauce.
Exactly.
Find your heat. Don't go challenging yourself.
Exactly.
I think it's okay to increase the heat a little bit, intensify it for that good flavor. But once it starts getting to that ridiculous, who's enjoying it? I really have no idea.
I don't enjoy crying after my meal.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't know. You remember that one night we went and got wings? Well, we used to go to wing night all the time. And the one night we went, it was a snow night. Were you there that night?
Was that B-Dubs?
Mm-mm. This is that little bar. Tully's.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Off Putty Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what... I was trying to remember what the hell it was called.
Remember we'd go there for wing night. They're shut down now. We'd go there for wing night, and we'd always get the... I don't remember the flavors, but they had one that was like a step above hot. It was the perfect heat. Like, everybody loved it. Everybody was fine. One night, there's a snowstorm.
So above that, right?
No. We ordered our normal, but I think because there were so fewer people in the restaurant, I don't know if they just lingered longer or what it was.
I remember that.
We were all just at the table dying. And it was so hot that like even getting up, going to wash your hands and then peeing after you had washed your hands, you felt like your groin burning, like you had a bad night. Yeah. It was fucking rough.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah.
I want more wings.
Wings are dope.
Dude, wings are fucking dope.
Did you have any chicken wings this week, Matt?
I had some Popeyes chicken earlier today.
Oh, fuck off.
Dang. That's
I've been like cooking and stuff. I haven't had any Popeyes.
Dude, sometimes just that Louisiana seasoning they have over there.
I know.
Top notch.
I haven't had Popeyes in a while. I usually just go to like Royal Farms.
Royal Farms
fried
has
chicken
good,
fix.
They have good chicken. It's not crunchy. Popeyes, even like 4 hours just sitting in the sun in like a bag or whatever that's like heat or whatever, still crunchy.
I do remember Popeyes being a little more crunchy. I do remember
and that's
that.
what I want out of a fried chicken. You know, I don't want soggy or like the meat's gonna be meat. I'm assuming it's cooked well. It's a fast food restaurant.
It's fried too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But the breading, it really matters in fried chicken.
Yeah,
Popeyes.
sure.
I agree with that.
Love that chicken for Popeyes. You know. But yeah, I had that earlier today. My weekend didn't go so great, but you know, I'm still here.
Why? What'd you do?
Well, you know, the dog.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Yeah, not to bring down the podcast too much. Had to put my little doggy down.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
He was an old guy. It's all right. Yeah, he had a little kidney failure, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. That's what video games are for. A little escapism.
Yeah.
Especially a certain game we're going to be talking about, because that's pretty much all.
Well, I escaped into a different game, but however,
I did see you play it because we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Too. We'll get into that.
Yeah, not to bring down the podcast, but yeah.
No, but that's a.
It sucks, but you know, we went out on the boat and a little memory of him.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end up burying him out on the island we always used to take him out on the boat. So that'd be
that's cool,
a fun
man.
time. Yeah.
You don't get seasick, do you?
Not fun, but it'd be a cool time.
You don't
No,
get
me
seasick?
no, not
Okay,
at this
good.
point. At least not by our boat. I'm fishing boats or being out like where you can't see land, maybe, but I've never really done that too much.
You ever play Sea of Thieves?
No. Don't want to either.
So you escaped in some video games?
I did.
And if I'm not mistaken here, you maybe became a god this weekend?
I don't know. I'm assuming you're talking about a certain game that I played a lot this week.
Mario Tennis?
Oh, yeah. Mario Tennis, the game that I ended up deleting because I got so pissed off at it. Then, within an hour, it ended up reinstalling on my Switch because of fucking Nintendo's optimization. Is too easy to do. Like, you know, if I delete NHL, it takes 2 hours. I have to think about my decision for a little bit, but...
No, but you...
not with tennis.
You had a little public outing.
I did.
Out there making a name for yourself amongst the Mario Tennis fans.
There is a streamer. His name is Gold Glove. He's usually someone that averages about 2,000 viewers per stream at a time. Usually streams Fortnite. He used to stream PUBG a lot, which is why I followed him. But I got on stream the other day, the night I actually started reinstalling Mario Tennis again after I deleted it.
Yeah.
And I saw he was playing Mario Tennis. Realized he was doing open room doubles matches online. I was like, holy shit, I don't get to play doubles match. That'd be dope to play doubles matches for once. Yeah, he was saying, hey, send a friend request to my dude. His friend code's down below, by the way. You just can't fucking send a friend request. Fucking Nintendo Switch. God damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the friend code. I sent it, and I got into like the third game I attempted to get into, and I beat that streamer's ass for 4 straight games.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the chat called me Shigeru Miyamoto at one point. It was...
I kept seeing Matty Ice is a god. Matty Ice is a god. It was... Yeah.
To be fair, he's definitely not the best player I've ever seen, and I do get my ass kicked by the best players.
Yeah, but
it was quite satisfying
you carried
to do
your
it.
duo. Smoochie didn't do... Who the hell's Smoochie?
Smoochie, I believe, is a mod on his channel. That's why he knows him so well.
Got it. Smoochie didn't do shit.
Yeah, he was Koopa. The new character actually came out this week because of the July tournament thing. But yeah, that was fun for that like 15 minutes or so.
Mario Tennis. Otherwise, where do we sit with it now?
It is a love-hate relationship still.
Yeah.
There are times where I love that game, and it's usually when I win a tournament. And then there are times where I hate that game, and it's usually after losing to a Bowser Jr.
Yeah, that was... I mean, we got periodic text messages all throughout the week of just like...
Fuck Bowser Jr.
Fuck Bowser Jr. and comments on the meta, and yeah. Because he's got those mecha arms where, if I understand correctly, it's just his reach is too
I mean, it's not even the mecha arms, but it's just good luck if you're brand new at this game trying to play online nowadays, because everyone's kind of caught up to the same general level now, and it's just a matter of if you can execute your points in this meta.
Yeah.
But that trick shot thing, there is a specific timing where not only does it slow down time to burn your meter, but if you time it perfectly, it actually gains your meter. And now everyone's just spamming that trick shot to gain meter, and you gain more meter doing that than it is fully charging a shot, which is, I don't know why that's the case, but sure, because it's not like it requires perfect timing, because even I'm doing it now, which is quite sad.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. I'm about to just switch to simple just because it looks like that requires more skill. Granted, it has its own meta. Like, I know Peach is very dominant in simple right now because of her technical shooting, where she gets the line.
But you play her pretty well, right?
I mean, I play as Peach, but I play her mainly, or I usually play standard, which is dominated right now by Waluigi and Bowser Jr. So, like, there's the A-list of characters where I would put probably Waluigi, Daisy, and there's probably someone, I guess Peach, right? She's probably on the A-list of characters, but then there's fucking Bowser Jr. who's on a league of his own.
Yeah.
Because that's where this led to, like, you know, with Peach, like, there has to be a certain area where you decide to do the trick shot where she won't reach. It feels like Bowser Jr., when he's on the very left side of the court, up front of the net, and you shoot a ball right on the line on the right side towards the far back, if you're that person controlling him, you can just flick back on the right analog stick, and his reach is so far that he will automatically go to the right hand side and return it back for that meter gain, and it just fucking wrecks you. It's ridiculous.
He'll get nerfed. If they're serious about making this a tournament game or a competitive game.
If he is at least not a B tier character by the time the next patch comes along, I say I'm not gonna ever play it again, but let's face it, I'll probably keep playing it like a
You
fucking
deleted
idiot.
it and you were so fucking mad. Like, I could hear you
pissed.
screaming through the phone, and then like within 2 hours it was just like a screenshot of the fucking game being reinstalled. I was like, I don't know what to do with you.
Oh god, it's
I didn't think you would get to that point, and then you did, and I was like, oh shit, he's done. Nope.
No, 15
Son
minutes.
of a bitch.
After 15 minutes after hitting reinstall. Granted, I did have to go to the eShop. They didn't make it easy, but yeah, I ended up just fucking re-downloading it. Yeah, it's some days just I hate that game, and then there's some nights where I'm like,
Hell yeah.
It does make me feel better. As I was going through Twitch that night after the whole Gold Glove thing, I was like, oh, whatever fucking idiot streamers are out there playing open doubles games. End up finding like the number 6 dude, period, worldwide, like in the world, number 3 in the nation. He's only lost 4 games since July start, and he's like 168-4.
The fuck?
Of course, guess what
Bowser
character
Jr.?
he uses? Yep,
Yeah.
there it is. Bowser Jr. However, he switched to Waluigi just to like not get the hate, I guess, in the chat or whatever. He lost the game in the championship of the tournament.
Oh, fuck.
I saw that dude flip out more than I did, and I felt happy about myself. I just was like, I stepped away from
Is
the
there
computer.
footage of this?
Huh?
Is there footage of this?
There's probably, yeah, I'm sure you find a past podcast. You just go, fuck, and the entire time he's making up excuses for using Waluigi. He's like, I just can't get used to Waluigi. I'm a Bowser Jr. player. And
Oh,
it's just like,
pipe it.
fuck
Pipe
you,
it.
dude.
Eat
It's
a
like,
dick.
I'll take my goddamn 69% win percentage as Peach and go on my way. Yeah, but watching him lose for like the 4th time ever made me so happy that yeah.
I'm excited to continue the saga next week.
It is definitely a saga because it depends when you talk to me. It could be the happiest day of my life or it could be the worst day of my life. It just depends. But then I've been playing it the last 2 weeks, and then just on with the whole situation of my dog, once again, not to bring the podcast down, but I just wanted to like escape into something that just fucking blew my mind, and Quantum Break is that game.
Oh, yeah.
That is just fucking, because it makes you think, because you're always on your toes. You have to always consider where you're at in time, what characters are from the past or the present, there's just all these overlapping storylines, even with the same character at some point. And then you get to a certain act in that game where there is just a moment of like everything, like all the dots that have been building just all fucking connect all at one cutscene. You're just like, holy shit, this is a fantastic story. I want to keep playing. I can't stop playing this game until I see the end of it. And that's exactly what happened that day. And it's a solid package. It's, I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 if I was rating the game. I had my indifferences with the gameplay. It's not the best third-person game you're ever going to sit down and play, but the powers do develop through the acts for Jack Joyce, and they really do play into what the game wants you to do. It's definitely about using your powers, stopping time, or using like the stopping shield to pump bullets into. It keeps you moving, but in a good way. It's not like I'm moving just to stay alive. It forces you to take advantage of the stuff you have. And there's different things if you're exploring the levels, like you can find these little like timing break points to grab them as power-ups or as an excuse to use power-ups to power up these powers. But yeah, by the end of that game, I felt super strong. There was instances where I didn't feel strong enough in the fights, which was it's a welcome challenge. Yeah. Especially for feeling overpowered come probably like Act 3. But yeah, it's a super dope game. I can't say how much appreciation it put into the production of the TV show, because that could easily be like the corniest thing ever.
That's what I expected to an extent, but
I mean, look, it's no Game of Thrones production quality, but it's definitely gripping enough to keep you in it. And the nice thing about it, and even the game tells you this in one of the loading screens, is like, hey, make sure you watch the TV show because it gives you insight in Monarch's story. And Monarch is the big company that is the antagonist Paul Serene's company. Ends up being his company. So it's cool. You play the game as Jack. You see his point of view. You make that key major decision with Paul and those junction points, and then it jumps to that 15 to 20 minute episode of the show and it shows you kind of like the ripple effect of the decision you end up making with Paul, which, you know, I saw probably total an hour 20 minutes of actual real-time footage, but I could see them easily shooting at least 3 hours of footage just depending on what decisions you made and where and whatnot. Yeah, it's a very nice package. I enjoyed the ending, but there was it was just that moment where it's just like, holy shit. And I feel, you know, it reminds me a lot of Inception, where there's just that moment, and there's that moment in Inception where everything just kind of makes sense all of a sudden. But what I really appreciate about Quantum Break that the movie Inception doesn't do, Inception ends up breaking its own rules in a way in that movie with the totems and stuff like that, because you're not supposed to touch another person's totem, but Leo touches, I can't remember the actress's name. Yeah, her character's name. And so that it leads to some weird things or open scenarios. Quantum Break does a good job of establishing rules, doubling down on the rules, and never breaking them. And then it kind of feeds into the acts that everything kind of comes together and the end of the game, which is really cool. It sticks to it. I appreciate that. It doesn't do something stupid to break it or anything.
And what jumped you on this? Because I remember, like, this was kind of, I mean, I know the Steam sale prompted you to buy it, but what drew you in?
You know, it's kind of having the PC and the Xbox Play Anywhere kind of campaign, and it was always a game that intrigued me.
Yeah.
It was just then the Steam sale happened. It was on my wish list. And I was like, I'm kind of in the mood to play something weird, and Quantum Break kind of just happened, and it's a really good game. It took me 10 hours to beat all the way through, so.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And that includes watching the show and all that, so.
Pretty good.
The only thing is the show seems to stream, so just be mindful of your internet connection, I guess.
Wait, so it, like, while you're in game, it pulls...
It seems like it's like a Netflix almost. Like, it streams from their server, their server. Because there was a one time where I accidentally exited out mid-episode where I wanted just to pause, because spacebar is to pause on, like, literally every platform ever. In this game, if you hit it twice, you exit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
You have to hit Y and then actually click pause. So I accidentally exited out, and it took about 5 minutes for, like, the service to catch back up to where I was in the save.
That's weird.
So, I mean, if that didn't happen, I would have never known, but once you have a steady internet connection.
I wonder what that means, like, preservation-wise.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, and that's why I figured I should bring it up, but yeah, I mean,
I guess if you're listening to this in 2029, like, sorry.
I mean, good guy.
Or maybe, congrats.
Good guy Xbox or Remedy or whoever I guess is in charge is, you know, maybe they dump it out as FMVs when that time comes and is an optional download or something like that. I don't know.
I feel like that would.
But, yeah, it's a solid game.
Nice.
I definitely recommend it. Anyone who's slightly intrigued with a more... not generic third-person shooter, but it's in the mood for a third-person shooter with an awesome, just fucking mind-bending story.
Nice. I want to double back to that one. I missed the Steam sale, and then,
Thing is, you'll never actually miss a Steam sale because it comes right the fuck back in like 3 months.
Every season.
Yeah, man.
Every season.
Oh, man. I'm excited now.
And who knows what because that's an Xbox exclusives.
Yeah.
Quotes, because, PC, but Microsoft exclusive, I should say.
Was that wasn't 360 PS3, was it? That was...
that is an Xbox One PC.
Well, Xbox One PC, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's an Xbox exclusive, or Microsoft exclusive, I like to say, in that instance.
Does Microsoft own Remedy?
No, because remember PlayStation's press conference, Remedy's new game was announced.
Oh.
Control.
Oh, yeah.
They're like an Avalanche or a...
Okay.
You know, it was funny. Like, I expected, as they were rattling off developers they bought at Microsoft's thing.
From Software, if you would.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
I expected Remedy to be one of the ones that Microsoft said they bought, but that's a little weird. They didn't.
Yeah.
But,
but then, you know, the Ratchet people, the new Spider-Man.
Insomniac.
They are traditionally PlayStation, and then they went to Xbox for that.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yep. Now they're back to PlayStation for Spider-Man. Yeah.
So Ben, did you maybe become as gods as well this week?
All right. I won't. Yeah, we've already talked. There's gonna be spoilers. I mean, at this rate, if I talk about NieR, I mean, where I am, it's very spoiler heavy.
Yeah.
So when you progress in that game, like towards the end, fucking the storyline like waits until you're on the ground, and then when the storyline sees you on the ground, just continually kicks you right in the fucking gut. There's no way out of it. That's so. I'm at that part when, like, I thought I even texted about it. I was like, does this ever fucking end? And you're like, it never ends.
Probably not.
Hard. But
Probably not.
Like, the credits rolled after NieR's storyline, at least I thought. And then it shows, like, it does, like, cuts to, like, on the next episode of NieR Automata, it shows everybody dressed up in, like, the black suits. So I'm like, what's going on here? But the thing, it didn't even take me to the menu. It just took me right to it. I'm like,
yeah.
Welcome to the sequel.
It's like 12 o'clock at night. I guess I got to keep playing.
Yep.
Fuck it.
You're not done.
And that's like what it feels like. So then you go through all this shit, and then zombies.
Yep.
And then you
Everyone's
go to the
dead,
moon
but they're
base,
not.
and everybody's fucked.
Yeah.
And then you escape with the commander, and the commander's like, I'm fucked. Leave. Yeah. And then the moon base just blows up, and then 2B gets fucking shanked.
Yep.
Prison style, yeah.
Oh, dude, like, and then, like, because that happens, and then you go through, like, some memory thing. I even took a picture of it. And then when you play as,
A2.
No, before that, when you go through 9S, you go through, like, that memory thing.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, cryptic, not cryptic, but, like, weird quotes or speech bubbles pop up on the screen.
Oh,
and then
you want to be.
You want to fuck 2B. So you just think about fucking 2B. I'm like, oh shit. So I took a picture. I'm like,
Yeah,
is that
do.
real?
Yeah, everyone
Is that
does,
real?
dude.
Is that real? And then
Yoko knows
shit
his
like
audience.
that, man. And then it just keeps going and going, and then you slowly see 9S just like slip into this like.
Before I say anything, did you see?
I didn't complete it. I didn't complete it.
That's why.
So
why I asked.
sorry, I forgot to mention. I'm at that part when you like each time you do a playthrough, it takes you to that menu. It says, "All right, do you want to play as A2 or 2B?" I mean, as A2 or 9S.
Oh, you have the two robots talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the last thing that happened was it was like I did all of because I did like. Because after that whole ending scene and that popped up, I'm like, 9S. I gotta see what happens. Fuck A2. Fuck you. I don't care. So, and then I guess I just sat through all that. Now I'm only playing as A2. And the last thing that happens, at least from what I remember, is like the two robots are like, all right, talk in compressed form. And then it's like, they speak in like hieroglyphics or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no doubt. Thanks for the heads up. And then you're playing as A2, and then you are just uncovering, like, I want to say, like, documents? Or is that as 9S? I don't know, but you start uncovering these documents, and you find out, like, the humans were already dead. And, like, it was all for nothing.
Yep.
Because the commander kind of hints at that, but then you like, open up some chests, and it's, like, you open up, like, the top secret confidential form.
Yep.
And it's, like, the humans are already fucked. And it's, like, this is... And it's like, oh, this is nothing. This is just bullshit. I get it. God damn, dude. And then like I said, it was at that point when like 9S he's like stabbing whatever because he's realizing like he's losing the memory of 2B. And then he's like just stabbing like the thing you just defeated, and he's just like screaming, and then the robots are like, all right, he's fucked. So he's going in some kind of third dimension in his brain.
Yep.
So we're gonna have you play as A2, and then that's where goddamn, dude, that game, it just right in the fucking.
It just keeps going.
I mean, because before it was like I wanted to do all the quests, and now it's like I'm not even playing the game. Now I'm in it for the ride. I just want to see what the fuck happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it becomes more of just like an experience that you're there to witness, rather than like a game that you're playing.
My favorite thing about this is he's just fucking bait on the hook because he's talking about this game. He's talking about this game. These moments is like, holy shit. He hasn't even reached the moments we actually nominated for
That's
best
true.
moment.
That's what I'm saying, because I know there's that whole there's still that door I haven't
Because
opened yet, you know
remember
what I
that
mean?
discussion you were
Yeah,
upstairs for an hour for?
yeah.
Yeah, you still haven't seen any of
yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. Because I thought originally it was going to end when you did 9S's. And then it kind of just had that open scenario.
Here's
Like,
the
so what really
sequel.
happens after this? And then... Nope.
Gotaro's got you.
Nope.
Don't worry. He's going to give you the sequel you want.
Christ. So I'm going to try to finish it up this week. But
I don't think you have too much further to go.
it's kind of at that point. Because I think I'm like at least over 50 hours.
I forget their main
gameplay.
objectives, A2s and 9S's, like after that pivotal moment. But you're almost there.
Yeah.
Gameplay still holding up?
Like I said, now it's not even to the point of gameplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said before, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get all the fucking weapons. I'm gonna level up everything. I'm gonna do all the quests. But now it's like none of that. It's pointless almost. You know what I mean? It's not gonna help. You can level up all you want. I mean, at this rate, like the battles aren't hard. I mean, sometimes the hacks are like when you played as 9S, like the hacks were kind of difficult or whatever. But now you have like the Berserk mode of A2.
Dude, it's fucking dope.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, now she never just has clothes. She's always in self-destruct mode, which
There's
no
a
issue
Ben
here.
here holding two
no
thumbs
issue
up.
here, man. No issue here. But yeah, aside from that, I did a little bit of PUBG.
Yeah, how's that going? There's a new map
the
finally,
new map.
right?
Oh yeah, that's
Not-
right. That
I'm
finally
gonna
came out.
I'm gonna call it Sanuk or Sanuk. It's
Something
somewhere
like
in
that,
South Asia or whatever.
Sure.
So this map fucking dope. I'm gonna go on. It's I even like it better than the original first map.
Well, that's a good change.
Because it feels like it because you read up about it, you look at the map size, and it's like, wow, it's fucking tiny compared
real
to like
small.
the continent of the other maps. And then
There
you
are
play
twisted
through
towers in there.
it. Is there what? And
I think that's
There's
a
a
Fortnite
twisted
thing.
tower. Yeah.
oh Jesus Christ! But so, like you play through it, and everybody's like, oh, the gameplay's so much quicker and like hands on almost. And then you play it, and you don't feel it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you play that map and you go to like the desert map or the original map, you're like, oh, I get it. I
Yeah.
forgot all about this bullshittery that goes on. You know what I mean? It's at the point like, because when I rarely ever play PUBG by myself now. It's either with any of my friends, and we pretty much strictly just play that map. And if we do play another map, it's just because whatever,
Just
or
a
we
change of
accidentally
pace
forget to
or
set it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at that rate, it's like we're always saying, it's like, God, this map fucking sucks. I just want to play. It's like it's that point, and I can see why they kind of did this now when everybody's starting to realize there's 40 other battle royale games out there, and maybe they're too late. I'm still gonna stick with
I don't
it.
think they're
I'm-
too late.
I'm gonna say that as someone who got tricked into playing Fortnite, I don't think there's too many. Because honestly, like when I tried Fortnite, like I missed the gunplay of PUBG, and I don't give a fuck about the building of Fortnite.
Yeah.
So for me, like the thing that would keep me inside of something like Fortnite is the fact that like if Mark texted me and said, "I'm playing, do you want to jump in?" and we did that, and like. The fact that we could all do that independent of platform, mostly speaking, I think it's pretty cool. But like shooting in that game feels like garbage. Where PUBG, I'm like, I feel a lot better about it. So that's one thing where I think they're still strong at. Like it just feels better to shoot shit.
I think I feel like that's
It feels better to an extent, though. Like
Yeah.
there are times where I feel like I'd hit the dude in the head,
That's fair.
and it's just something about the net code, or I don't know. Maybe
that
it's
could be even netcode.
Yeah,
but like
I-
strictly like holding the gun, you're not really holding it, you know, mouse, keyboard,
Yeah,
Xbox
yeah.
controller, but like I kind of compare it to Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike, I feel like, I know I'm always jerking off about Counter-Strike, but when it comes to feeling and precision, I feel like Counter-Strike, it's like first-person shooters that fucking top of the notch.
Yeah, that's the pinnacle.
And
source code gets it.
yeah, exactly. And when it comes to Battle Royale, I get the most Counter-Strike vibes out of that.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm like, so out of all the Battle Royale games, that's the one I'm
PUBG's
always
always
jumping
gonna-
to.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fun. Played a little. So yeah, remember a few months ago when I was like, I'm done playing online competitive games and I'm single player. Now I've switched like personalities again, and I'm
Yeah,
just
it happens. Yeah.
online games. I even started playing Street Fighter 5 again.
I saw
I
that.
saw that.
Like I always, me and Faith especially, like we're out drinking or whatever, and because she was at the beach all last week, and I was like, oh, I had a couple people over, and she was like, oh, who'd you have over? I was like, I just had this one chick over, and then she was like, what are you talking about? The thing, I guess she just forgets because I do this all the time when we're out drinking, and I usually wait like till the end, like later in the night. And I was like, yeah, I even took a selfie with her, but I just like looked up Laura on Street Fighter 5 and I showed her. She's like, you son of a bitch! Like,
Stupid ass.
and she's like, cause she fucking hates it when I play that game because I'm like, as angry as you get at Mario Tennis.
Oh, dude, Victoria saw me last night with Mario Tennis for the first time, and she's like, yeah, I get it. I'm like, no, Joe, you don't understand. Bowser Jr. went from the fucking left side of the court to the right side of the court.
Exactly what he's saying, but just put it in like Street Fighter terms. That's exactly what I do with.
Keep in mind that fucker that lost only his 4th game all month, it got worse than me. Just keep that in mind.
But yeah, Street Fighter. Oh yeah, I'm done with Resident Evil remake. I did real survival mode. I beat it, perfect ending, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna go down this fucking hole of replaying the game again and trying to get all the achievements because it's going to be November and I'm going to have that one achievement left that I can't get and I'm going to miss out on all these fucking games that I just bought on the Steam sale. So I'm not going to fucking fall into this.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So it's
so
funny.
I walk away while I could.
Yeah.
It's funny you're talking about that survival mode thing because I've been in speedrun central mode here watching them on YouTube, and I don't think it was SGDQ just past last week. I think it was the January one. Someone ran Resident Evil as Chris, Chris, right? Yeah. In survival mode, and they did an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ.
And the entire time they were talking about it was like, oh, you have to be careful here because the hunter can one-hit you, and everyone's kind of quiet, and he kind of does his line, and everyone just kind of claps for him. He's like, yeah, that's definitely an end runner for a lot of people. They're going through. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, yeah, so many times when I've played.
And I saw all the hallways and stuff with the hunter and, like, the one Crimson Head they make you see.
Yeah. So you know
they
what I'm
called
talking
it
about
Murder Hallway.
Yeah, that's the one. You go through it once, you don't have to go through it again. You want to make sure you don't go through it again because you'll get fucked.
Oh, what? That runner went through that Crimson. He went through 4 times because he was the
Christ.
Chris with the small keys and the storage units or whatever they're called. The where you store shit.
Yeah,
those
the treasure chest.
Yeah.
I'll call them treasure chests. I mean, I loved playing it, but like I said, I don't want to overstay my welcome and then just have the game become
then when
boring.
2 comes out, you're like,
I don't want 2 to come out and then be like, I'm already burnt out of all the fucking Resident Evil, and I just bought 6 Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 during the Steam sale, so I pretty much have all the Resident Evils
set.
now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like I don't want to do that to myself. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Do you want to be disappointed first, then find the good in the series, or do you want to just like play the good now and see the bad of the series?
I don't know. I maybe just
skip 6 altogether. I don't know.
No, only because I had it on 360. The only time I ever played 6, because I also had it on 360, was with Faith, like because we would do the split screen. I don't think I would ever play that by myself.
Yeah,
like it's just strictly like it's fucking Sunday afternoon. I ain't got shit tonight. Want to have a few drinks and shit around Resident Evil kind of thing. You know what I mean? But the other game, and I believe all of us have dabbled into it a little bit.
Hold on.
You want me to wait?
Well, I want to preface it.
Okay.
So you're listening to this right now.
Yeah, let's point out the big elephant in the room.
Yeah.
While we're at it.
Brought to you by my brand new iMac.
And I say elephant because it's the size, like the fucking screen is the size of an elephant. It's huge.
So, I've been wanting to build a PC for a while.
Yeah.
But I've also needed to replace my Mac. Well, I did both. Because this thing's
smart.
Don't make that. I know. I didn't build it. Right?
I'm a PC gamer now. This isn't a PC.
But this thing has like the newer iMacs have dedicated video cards in them, so it. Yeah,
because there's no tower of that, right? That's the.
This is the thing.
That's the thing, yeah.
This is the entire.
Because I felt like an asshole because I came down and I looked below to find your tower. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I forgot
the whole dang thing.
Forgot about that.
And it's fucking dope. So I brought it home and I was texting you guys and I texted Sandeep, and Sandeep's like, "What's the first game you're gonna play on it?" And I was like, "Well, the first game I'm gonna play on it's on Windows, so I can't. I gotta do something." So I installed Steam and I started looking through my Steam library on what I can play on the Mac side, and I was like, I just immediately I was like,
Yeah.
all right, we're putting boot camp on this right now because I was gonna do it inevitably, but it was like, let's do it now instead of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I did it, and the very first thing I jumped into was Quake Champions. But before we talk about Quake Champions, I think one thing that's really cool, I want to talk about State of Decay 2, because I played that less, but I just still played a little bit of it this week. I just wanted to bring it up because now having a PC, or de facto PC, I can really see the benefit of Xbox Play Anywhere. So I jumped in and I re-downloaded, or not re-downloaded, but I downloaded State of Decay 2 and Halo Wars 2 at no additional cost to what I'm already paying for Game Pass right on my PC, and picked up where I left off.
That's awesome.
From my Xbox.
That's awesome.
They look better, they run better, and in the case of Halo Wars 2, it is so much better playing that game with fucking mouse and keyboard than it is with a controller. Even though I think the controller, like having the controller input, the way they've designed the controls works really well. They were smart about the way they designed that stuff.
Yeah, but once you go mouse and keyboard, dude, it's...
But you can't compare.
Yeah.
But I jumped into State of Decay 2 just to kind of test it and see how that all worked, and I found that like it was just seamless. Like it picked up literally where I paused and exited that game, like in control of the same character. And I jumped in. I had to do some tweaking on some of the settings because it was like it wanted to put everything on super ultra, and like I'm swinging and nothing's happening. But State of Decay 2, just to kind of update a little bit, death kind of stopped hurting. Like the first few times someone died, I was like, fuck. Now I'm like, all right, they died. I'll move on to somebody else. But it's weird feeling that as the player, where you kind of see that they're all feeling that as well. But the consequence for death isn't so great. Like everyone's morale drops, obviously, and people will grieve and whatever. But it's not too long before you can swing back from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously there's a permanence, but it's not
the end of the world.
Yeah. The other thing I've noticed is that like no base feels entirely perfect. The first home base I kind of touched down on was it had this, and I installed this, and I got a workshop, and I got running water, or I didn't get running water, right? I couldn't figure out a way to get running water. So I had to move to a different place that already had running water, and then in that one I was missing a workshop, so I couldn't craft items or repair my weapons once they were damaged. So I feel like I'm constantly like wanting to move, and I want to stay alert to what the community needs.
This game is one giant chore after another.
Yeah, so you finally jumped in.
Yes, to credit to Xbox's Play Anywhere initiative, I don't own an Xbox. However, because of my PC and Windows, I have also started playing State of Decay 2 myself. I played it for probably about an hour or so this morning. I got to the point where I guess every kind of couple or sibling or whatever kind of leads you to the same path of the one gets the blood plague, and you kind of have the story objectives to kind of save him from the blood plague, and that's where I got to. I ended up saving him, and that's kind of where I stopped playing. But
who'd you start as? Who were your starters?
I was the old friends.
Okay, 2 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did you meet? Did you meet like a nurse and an army dude?
Yes.
Preston and Owens?
I think my names are different.
Okay. I think they are all randomly generated, if I remember correctly.
The names, but yeah, there's definitely an army dude at the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
And then the doctor and the nurse.
And the scrubs.
Get up.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I think all characters in game are all randomly generated.
But yeah, I started playing it. That game is once again is one, I think it's one of those solid like 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, whatever games. Once again, my girlfriend was over for this moment, but I was playing, and in the house I was about to take as my base for the first one, a zombie came coming out of the balcony on the same plane as the balcony into midair.
So that was what I was going to bring up. Is I've enjoyed playing this game and like progressing, but there's a lot of like buggy things, and there's a lot of things just about like the UI and the UX that I'm like, I like it. It just needs a
The UI on PC feels like a console game that was just like, hey, let's dump this to Microsoft to Windows. Yeah, there's a lot of that.
because I found myself like it was not into. I had to like really go through and read through the control changes on like for like just stupid shit like opening up the map, which is which should be straightforward, but there were like a lot of weird things.
No, but like even when you like loot something finally, like you see the ammo and the thing, drag and drop, right? PUBG,
Right.
For like literally every game known to man, or at least not known to man, but lately has been drag and drop to your thing, because both of them come up. No, you have to click on it then hit F or something like that. It's like what the fuck?
It's weird. And on holding an Xbox controller, it makes sense because you need to highlight it and press X to equip. Yeah, but. No, there's some weird shit. Like, you're driving along and you're like, I can fit through there. Looking at it, I can fit through there. And then all of a sudden your car's stuck.
Oh.
And there's nothing you can do. There's no... And we're so used to like GTA where like when you get stuck in something, you just go backwards and forwards until you wedge your way out. Mm-hmm. No, you're stuck. The only way I've successfully gotten a car unstuck is by getting another car and bashing into it. And even then, sometimes I just end up with 2 stuck cars. It's just there's like stupid little things. I think also, weird shit like that, like weird like glitches or like invisible textures that things are walking across, or.
I mean, it's just weird little bugs, and I can't sit here and say that these bugs are game breaking for me when I fucking love and adore Fallout 4, New Vegas, and 3. Like
nothing's game breaking, but it's a little bit like there's things that I'm doing where it's inhibiting my ability to like do the thing I'm trying to do. And
I haven't gotten there yet. I just saw that random zombie floating in the sky. I was like, oh shit, look at this. I'm only 15 minutes in and I already see a zombie floating in the air, and she slowly is like swiping at me.
That's
50 feet in the air, and then she finally descends slowly. I'm like, all right, machete.
That sucks.
Well, it's little shit. Like, so one of my starting characters I almost lost the other day when playing on PC because...
That's the part that would piss me off, though, is if I lost the character due to the bullshit like that.
I was almost there because I went to... It was like a side mission where, like... Because you'll have random side missions that pop up where someone's like, hey, I can probably handle this, but it'd be cool if you came and helped out. So I was like, all right, I'll go help out. I'm on the way to another thing. I'll come in, I'll kill some zombies, get some free shit from you, and move on. So I move in and got overwhelmed. No one was there. It was just the zombies, which happens from time to time. Like by the time you get there, they're just already turned. And that's not necessarily your fault or not. Sometimes it is, but in this case, I just kind of got there. No one was there but zombies. I get overwhelmed and I'm like, I should get back in the car and just run them over and get the fuck out of here. And I'm standing next to the car and I'm hitting E to get in. And nothing's happening. And I'm like spinning my character, and it's like the window where it pops up and actually allows you to open the door is so small. And I'm like spinning and frantically trying to like beat the things off, and then like also get in the car, and just it wouldn't happen. And like I was probably like 2 hits away from just dead. And it was like one of my original 2, so I would have been like really heartbroken by that.
But yeah, I'm really like the whole system, like the overall system of the Xbox Play Anywhere initiative. Like I finally get it, and like I can't wait for the day. Like the main reason I did it was because I know you play it a lot, and I kind of just want to either hop in your world or you hop in mine when I need some food or cool. whatever. And for you now at this point, I guess it doesn't matter. You could hop on your iMac, or if you're on your Xbox or whatever that day, and we could literally. It doesn't matter. Like if I feel like
I
think that's one of the coolest things ever. Just something like that.
Yeah, that like really shows you like where the future needs to kind of start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. State of Decay 2. I found other communities. So if you remember at the beginning, it says like, hey, do you want to go to here? It's like hills, valley,
it's the plateau, the hill, or like the foothills, and I forget the third one.
I think it's the valley is the other one.
I went to the plateau.
So at some point you like I built up my command center, my main thing, so that I can scout other areas. And then it says like there's now points on my map where I can cross the bridge and go into those other areas if I want to. And I was gonna just to go explore, but it was like, hey, if you do this, like everyone's gonna come along, but like everything will be left behind. Like you're gonna move on. This is a new territory. So I think the goal, story progression wise, is to kind of complete your first territory and move to the next. So we'll see kind of where I go from there, but I still like it a lot. But the big one, the one that was worth it all. For a long time, I've been wanting to build a PC so that I could get Quake Champions. The idea of a new Quake game was so exciting to me that was the one there's so many little factors, but that was the one thing where in the back of my head I was always like, when I do this, I can't wait to try this, even if the game sucked. And I had weird terror that it was gonna suck, and we were texting each other there's a lot of negativity around this game, at least when it first rolled out in that it's still in early access, but I expected it to be not great. It was compared to an Overwatch ripoff and not Quake, and there was just all this stuff and hostility towards the game, and thankfully didn't listen to any of it and jumped right in and tried it out, and it is fucking Quake. If you were gonna build Quake for today, this is exactly how I'd imagine you'd do it, and I'm glad they did it this way. The character abilities, while everyone the easy comparison is Overwatch, it's straight up ripped out of a MOBA. It's just hero abilities and whatever. But it also makes sense, and it adds something to the gameplay, I think. I don't know, there's the things to consider as you go into a match. Who am I playing against? What's going to happen? Sorlag.
I'm already fucked up on the name, so when I know Ranger, Doom Guy,
yeah,
BJ.
You got 3. There you go. So Sorlag is the Raptor.
Yeah. Oh, because he spits the acid.
So my friend, you have to read the lore cards. She spits the acid.
Oh, you trying to fuck?
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to fuck.
So no,
Dang, I didn't know that.
She'll spit acid at you, which is twofold, right? There's something deeper to that. One, it'll blind you in the moment, so your whole vision is obscured and green. Have you guys encountered that yet?
I only played one match.
I don't think I played enough of it to see a.
98% of them, I've been playing a lot of matches, and 90% of the characters are the one that's free now.
Yeah.
And then Ranger.
Yeah.
And then the tutorial guy, and then BJ.
I've seen the occasional
Yeah.
BJ.
Yeah.
So Sorlag will spit at you, and it just hazes over your screen like someone vomited at you. But also the acid hits the ground, and if you're standing in it, it's slowly taking away your health, which doesn't count as a kill, but a suicide. So not only will they don't get the point, but you lose the point, which adds something else to kind of the meta of the game.
Yeah, that's something to factor in real quick, because when you press tab, it doesn't show your kill to death, it just shows score.
Yeah.
So exactly. Like you said, if you somehow kill yourself, whether it's you rocket jump on 2 HP or you get acid spat from a lizard
or fall off a ledge in some instances. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Then that means you lose
too fast,
a point, and that's your team. Yeah. So it kills. It's not just your kill to death. It's you could die 400 times, but if you better get fucking kills out of that. You know what I mean?
So when I first tried it, I played it through the Bethesda launcher, and every game 3 for 3 crashed. Midway through the match, just done. Back to Windows.
You were saying that.
And I was like, this is weird. I think there was one where I successfully completed it, but it the one immediately after that crashed quicker than the others had. It was just it was waiting to crash, just didn't know when. So I have since uninstalled that, and I'm just playing through Steam. Same settings, so I don't know if that was just coincidence.
You
or
still have
what
to log in through your Bethesda ID.
I don't know if you have
because it was weird. When I started it up, it just said create a username.
Yeah,
and it's hey, you don't have to create a password now, but we're gonna send you an email to when you create your account. But you can play now. I'm all right, I'm fine.
I was okay signing in because it meant that the progression I had kind of half got in the other stuff before it crashed still carried over, which was nice. And that game that I did a week ago on my MacBook Pro. Mm-hmm. While it was still just I did the tutorial and it was really framey and all over the place, that progression still counted toward this, which was cool.
And you kept it for free. That's the fact of the matter there.
Yeah.
So the caveat to keeping it for free was you had to download it and then play a match. And I guess a match counted as that tutorial.
Yeah,
I saw you framely play through. I was like, Joe, you're never going to be able to play this on this fucking laptop.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
And meanwhile, while I'm saying that in the back of my head, I thought I had the game for free. No, because revisit the podcast a few weeks back, I said I was on my way to playing my first game. My PC crashed. Had to reinstall Windows. And by the time I got back to Quake Champions, it wasn't free anymore, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I've read that you had to not only download the game, but then play one match to keep it.
That can't be
for
real
free.
because
through the launcher. I think if you did it through Steam, you just got it. And I pulled the trigger on both.
Okay.
So through the launcher, I tried it, but through Steam, I
only did the launcher.
I didn't even fuck with the launcher. I just did Steam.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, why the fuck do we have 80,000 launchers out there?
I know. And now there's the
fuck
Twitch
Origin,
one.
fuck Bethesda, fuck Twitch, fuck
it
Epic,
all, dude.
and Fortnite.
It's like how it all
put out
was
5 because
before
Fortnite's its own thing. I feel like
before Steam. That's how it all was, and then Steam was like, "This sucks. We should just do it all here."
no BattleNet, Steam, boom,
There you go.
two of them.
Keep it there.
I
Keep
feel
it
like
there.
BattleNet's the OG, but I might be wrong.
BattleNet's been around since like
StarCraft.
Diablo / StarCraft, like 90s.
I just have a feeling they're the first one, but I might be wrong. But still, BattleNet, Hearthstone,
But you brought up, I mean, to be fair, like when I first saw the E3 trailer, like
Couple years back,
couple years ago, like when I was like, Quake, yes, word, fucking Metallica, girl.
I was happy about it. Someone never really played Quake that much, yeah.
But then I saw Champions. I'm like, oh,
That was a little-
no,
yeah.
don't do this.
I remember
Don't
that
do
now.
this. And then they talked about it and they said, oh, each character has their own ability. I'm like, it's fuck. And I think I even thought, like, it's fucking Overwatch.
Because
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
it
touch
got
this.
announced like a month after Overwatch
Yeah.
came out. It was like, fuck, all right.
And like I said, I had that stink to it. And then, because when I saw it, I was like, no, I just want Quake.
Yeah.
Just fucking give me Quake. And
Yeah.
then after playing this, I kind of like, I hear like the devs somehow in the back room. It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can always go back.
Right, but also like they did give us Quake. Cause
Yeah,
this
but we're gonna give you
feels
Quake.
like Quake.
Oh my god, yeah. It feels and it's there's
it
nothing.
sounds like Quake.
There's no mistake. Quake,
Yeah.
it's still Quake, but it's Quake plus 5.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's a little flair to it.
So like
Just
when
to put it itself into 2018,
yeah.
which
sure.
is just enough. This game is not Overwatch. As someone who
It's
plays
not.
Overwatch,
Yeah.
it
It's
is
not.
not Overwatch.
It's not.
Overwatch is fucking slow and is very heavily character driven. I feel like I could have, I could wreck some dude with
yes,
any character.
Absolutely.
Because I'm using the rocket launcher just that match. Or
and
whatever.
I'll tell you, like, so I've been playing as Scale Bearer. So I unlocked him.
Is
He's
that
like
the tutorial?
the guy you
He's
play.
the
You fight as you fight in the tutorial.
The
He's
big
the
dude.
second
big
guy,
dude.
yeah.
So when you complete the tutorial, you get him unlocked. So I've been playing through as him a lot because I love his ability. You press F to
rampage,
do this
like-
ramp.
Yeah,
and-
he's my favorite to play as too for that reason alone.
And like yes, I've been playing a lot as him. But there was one match where the one big problem I have with this game, I've had like one crash since I switched to Steam, but I do have really fucking long load times.
That's everyone.
I know,
that's not
but
just
that's like the one big thing is like, I mean, the worst I've seen it was 7 minutes to load a fucking match or to find a match, which we'll come back to in a second. But the one I was just sitting there like, I can only scroll through Reddit so fucking long before I'm like, I don't. So I was dicking around with like stuff I've unlocked and trying to customize this or change this one and try this, and the match loaded. And it loaded me in without me realizing it was on the Ranger and not Scale Bearer. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I know you can change it mid-round if you want to, but I was like, whatever. I haven't done him in a while. So I'm like running through as him, and I did just as well, to your point. Like I didn't play any worse. The ability part, like I didn't have that as my crutch, but it just meant that I had to lean into like shooting and everything differently.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have BJ unlocked too. Because I don't think you have.
No, I don't.
Do you have him unlocked, Matt?
No, I think so. Because of the whole thing with me not playing the match, I ended up having to rebuy, but I didn't want to. This gracious, I'm very thankful for this. Got me the starter pack on Steam, which I think was like $5.
It's $5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was able to get it, but I think the starter pack allows me to play as anyone for a certain amount of time. Like I think I could literally hop into a game right now, and I have like 3 days left, probably from the time I launched it first, to try out every champion I want to. So,
How much in-game currency do they give you with that? I didn't pay attention.
which one's the in-game?
The green one.
It's just Wait a minute.
You're talking about the large amount you have, right?
Yeah.
I think I got like 20,000. I think I'm a little bit shy. I'm like 50,000 shy of a new character.
Oh, so you have like 200,000.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But wait, in order to... Okay, that's
right.
one of the things I wanted to bring up about this game.
Yes.
The
Too many currencies.
80,000 currencies.
There's way too many currencies.
Too many.
There's only 3,
And
but
it's
still.
confusing as all hell because I
So-
thought it was the one that's just the gray Quake symbol. I thought that's the one you use
That's
to
the
spend.
premium one. That's real money. The one where it's the Quake symbol with like a yellow rim around it.
Yeah.
That's real money. The green coin is what you earn as you like complete matches and things like that, and you can use that for buying characters. So I am like,
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you had to use the premium to buy.
no,
Don't necessarily.
Okay.
But, and what I've learned is like, I don't know how I got those 200,000 coins because you kind of start with that base.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken me a while to get to the next because I had to get 50,000 to get to my next character. To the character costs 250,000. I've played a lot of matches at this point, and I've completed all of the daily challenges each day so far. So that's given me a good chunk of coins along the way. But if I have to do that for every character, I'm not gonna want to. It's gonna take way too long. Then the third currency are the gems, and you get those by kind of selling the things you get in loot boxes. And then those can be spent on other loot boxes. And the loot stuff I haven't found entirely compelling. Like the shaders, I don't give a shit about.
I've sold everything I've gotten.
I didn't
or
give a
transferred.
shit until I saw that the scale bearer guy or whatever.
Yeah.
I had 6 of 100.
Well, there you go.
Is that fucking
Yeah.
number?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
well,
number where it's like, oh shit, I kind of want all 100
Yeah, 'cause
pieces
they're-
of this
yeah.
dude.
They're each set to like legendary, and then there's like uncommon,
Yep.
and then rare, and whatever, or
The blizzard
extreme rare.
approach.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, like that. I had the same thing where I was like, all right. I mean, like, I can see myself as I'm playing through, like, slowly unlocking things.
So here's another thing I'm not even sure if I have a gripe about, but
Yeah.
So in the customization thing, you can customize your layout.
Because
On the tab, it's like
yeah,
outfit and then weapons, and then the third one I can't fucking remember, but
yeah,
you can change like the starting gun you have,
yes,
but you can also change. So like, I think 3 is shotgun,
yes,
but there's different versions of the shotgun.
yes,
Like there's a single barrel, and then there's like the Doom double barrel and whatnot. So and then you get like say the rocket launcher. There's like 4 different versions of the rocket launcher, and they're all locked except for the one that's. Or does that mean they're all different?
I don't know if they handled differently. I think it's just cosmetic.
I really hope it's just cosmetic.
But because I unlocked the I think it's just cosmetic. I unlocked the nail gun, the original Quake nail gun, and I've been using. I like the way that one looks, obviously.
Yeah.
Because
the one now, it's just with the standard one. It's like that blue one.
yeah,
right?
it's weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't feel like Quake
Yeah.
to me. But yeah, I unlocked the original one, and that feels more natural. But it doesn't also feel different than using the blue one.
The fact that this is not a class-based thing and it's just a pick up a weapon thing, I'm convinced without really knowing that it's all cosmetic.
It would have to be, but I could also see where that might be, even if it was just like subtle tweaks. Like I could, if they did it, I would. Okay, but yeah, my assumption is that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that it's just cosmetic.
Because I don't know if you looked into it, but you can buy XP boosts, and that all
That's cool.
like.
The only thing that's gonna help you with is just like earning that in-game currency a little bit faster, so you can unlock other characters.
See, that's why, like I said earlier, I'm not even sure if I have a gripe about it because so far, like everything we talked about, it's probably all just cosmetic. Like you don't actually buy perks.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like I haven't seen anything that's game breaking in that way.
Of course, other than buying other characters.
This game
that's
is
the only
not
thing.
much different than Rainbow Six, honestly. Because
Yeah?
there's the renown you make in-game that it takes a while. I don't think it's quite as long as Quake. I think you can get an operator before you can get a Quake a champion or whatever. But I don't know. It's one of those things where, there's the 2 types of currency. There's the premium, there's the regular, and I forgot why I even started talking about Rainbow Six in the first place. But like, you get the loot boxes for. Oh, that's what it was. Like I have a season pass to get the newest operators for free, just so that way
Right.
I don't have to worry about it. I know I'm going to get them because I'm going to use them anyway when I finally get back into this game. When that inevitably happens, when Nick finally moves out of his house and gets a real ISP in August. But yeah, so like with that though, I get an automatic 10% boost on my thing. And I get like 5 of these things that's like, hey, you can boost your teammates up like 20% after the game. I don't see that being any different than what Quake is doing right here. I just see a point where once it comes out of early access, they do like a season pass thing that requires cosmetics or maybe even new champions that we haven't seen yet. Like I can easily see this game turn into a Rainbow Six for Bethesda in a weird way.
I'd be fucking so stoked about that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
It needs a player count, but
honestly, like after playing for, I mean, I think I've put like maybe 7 hours into it at this point.
69 minutes over here.
Hell yeah. But after just that, like I'm already inclined to spend the $30 to just.
That's what I was about to say, because I was at the store page earlier this morning because we all went out drinking last night.
Yeah.
And I woke up at like 9 o'clock. Woke up, I was like, Quake.
Yeah.
Time to play Quake. So I was like sitting there on the store page. I was like, it's $30.
We almost
but
played. We were real close to playing, and I had to leave for with my parents to go. But yeah, oh god, we were so close.
I don't know. It's not gonna give me much more, right? It's just gonna unlock the character, so I have more variety. But like, I told myself I want to unlock Nick's on my own, like without spending any money, and just see what that feels like. And it's been a grind. And I don't know if that grind would be worth it to get the characters or just to start working my way towards different loot or things like that. Either way, man, the games are so much fucking fun.
Oh my god, it was funny because when I was playing it earlier, Faith woke up and she came over and she was like, "So is this Quake?" Because I was just talking about Quake all fucking weekend. And then, like, even to her, I was like, she was like, "You want to hang out?" I was like, "I'm gonna squeeze in a couple rounds of Quake and then we can chill." Yep. I promise it'll be a couple rounds, 3 hours later, but.
Yep.
So then she came over and she was like, "Oh, so this is Quake," and I was like, "Yep." And I'm sitting there just like, rocket jumps, railguns, whatever. And then she was like, "So what are you supposed to do?" I'm like, "Kill. You're supposed to kill. You just kill." And she was like, "But so you kill people with guns?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's Quake. It's fucking
Quake.
fast. It's like I'm doing front flips and shit."
Yeah.
There's no recoil. You're
and then she's like, because she plays games. She's not like having her podcast or whatever, but she's like, "Oh, so it's kind of like Call of Duty." I'm like, "Oh boy!" Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. And she's like, "Well, how is it different?" I'm like,
"There's not a 50 cal."
I'm like, "Are you seeing this right now?" It's like, look how fast it is.
There are demons.
Yeah.
I can run fast and shoot at the same time. There's no fucking sprint button.
But I was like, Call of Duty, it's more like, it's you're aiming down sights. It's more like mission, but it's like this one. It's like it throws you in an arena. You're jumping over people. You're shooting rocket launchers. You never stop moving. It's just it's just constant speed.
It's
and
really
adrenaline.
funny. Like you can see. So we talked about like match time loading earlier, which I find a little weird with the number of bots that are actually in this game.
Yeah.
And how frequently I'm paired with bots. But it's funny seeing when you're not paired with bots and seeing the people that came from Call of Duty. Because they fucking stand still in a corner, and you're like, "You idiot! I fucking got you."
AD, boom.
And also, like another mistake I see a lot. I mean, I'm not going and saying like they're from Call of Duty world. I mean, but another mistake is they'll run towards you.
Yeah.
Which is a big no-no because you press 1 and get your little chainsaw out and kill them in like 2 seconds. Like the one round, I got like 10 melee kills.
Yeah.
Because people be shooting me with like a rocket launcher, and I'm like, I'm coming, I'm coming, and they're not like you said, they're kind of just like, just going back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, no, you got to keep your distance.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point.
It's a whole different game.
Oh, it's just, god damn, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Have you played a shooter since you played Quake?
Like
anything?
No.
Because I forgot. Because I've also been playing a little bit of like Doom, just like on the side, just playing through that, and my god, it is so like slow. Oh
my god!
Like I felt like a slug.
Yeah.
And Doom. Last time we talked about Doom, we're like, yeah, demons, you're running.
Yeah,
punches, yeah. But I feel like I was holding shift the whole time and like walking. I'm like, what is going on here? Oh my god! And the field of view too, because I think Quake it already defaults to the field of view set to max. I didn't check on it. I don't know if you guys know too much about that. But
I usually don't fuck with the FOV or whatever.
But yeah, but the OG Quake heads, they would like go into the command code and just set the FOV to max, and that's why like if you look at like a lot of older footage, like some players, it looks like that weird tunnel vision, but you see everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so I think in Quake, it's Quake Champions is already set to max. Because even when I first played it, I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And then you play like another game like Doom, and it looks like you're looking at like a 2D image. That's like the best way I could explain it.
Huh.
And it feels like you're just looking at a wall.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm always spinning in this game.
Yeah,
like I'm just.
But that's why they do it, because you see, like the field of view is so wide that you see, even if it's like a hair from the screen, you already see it. So you're constantly just like, it's like ADD almost. Like, what's that? What's this? What's that? What's this? That's Quake. That's how you're supposed to play Quake.
Pumping the auto rifle. 99999 coming up there.
I can't say enough good things about that fucking game. It's like
let me sit down for a few hours and I'll start picking it apart. But
I keep like I mean like there's a couple of things where I'm like but I'm remembering it's still early access and they're really receptive to feedback. So I'm trying to like as I find things like anytime the crash report happened, I was like sending a report like this is what I was doing. I don't know what I did. It just crashed. But yeah, the last night, like I got in from work and it was like, all right, I got to mow the lawn. We got to go to the grocery store and I got to cook dinner. I had to make those fucking chicken wings, right? So I got home and like I called Katie on the way home. She's like, hey, how's work? I was like, yeah, it was good. How's your day? And she's like, good. I got like a lot of stuff done. She's like, and I'm reorganizing the office a little bit. Like she wanted to move her desk around, just kind of change things up. And I was like, that's cool. Like I really, like, I want to play Quake. And that's all she's heard me say is something about Quake. And now it's to the point where she's just like, yeah, I know Quake. So last night I come home and I was like, all right, mow the lawn, go to the grocery store, right? And she's like, yep. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to do one round. She's like, that's bad. You're not going to want to. And I was like, just one. I just got it. I did the one and I mowed the lawn and I was like, she's like, come on, grocery store. And I was like, all right, fucking go. We went, came back, and I was like, all right, let's cook. And I cooked real quick, and then I was like, all right, and I died, right? Took a shower. As soon as I was out of the shower, like still recovering, I was like, and that was the rest of the night. But I pulled the trigger. I fucking turned up Metallica, cracked open one of these fucking things, and just, and like, this thing fucking kicks. The sound on this iMac is so impressive. Just like hearing fucking Metallica come blasting out of it and then the fucking Quake shotgun. Oh, man. It is fucking dope.
That's, I mean, the only, I guess, we're not even supposed to have a gripe about it. Like you said, it's early access.
Yeah,
and right now, you only have access to solo deathmatch, team deathmatch, and then the two
There's
ranked.
two ranked, which I haven't tried yet. But
because I'm like, I just want to play like Capture the Flag. Like,
yeah,
real fucking
dude,
bad.
It's
real fucking bad.
Really
because some of those characters, like the I'm gonna call him tutorial guy because I'm always scale big
scale
dude.
bearer.
Yeah. His charging attack that would be perfect for Capture the Flag.
Yeah, if he carried the flag and he just hit.
But even Ranger's fucking like whatever.
Perfect.
Or Nyx has the wall jump and she's got that invisibility thing.
Yeah.
Like
the robot, the one that's strictly a robot, the bigger dude.
The one that has a thing following him, or is it?
No. The guy I'm talking about, the robot special ability, his is just a shield.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like shit like that, like it would be cool to have in deathmatch, but like Capture the Flag, that's like needed.
Yeah.
When you're on that like last 5 steps.
Yeah, just him to fucking charge you forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
I can't fucking wait.
That's oh my god! But
there's some audio files that people have dug up, right, about potential characters on the way.
No.
I'll show you the full list when we go to break, but Commander Keen is one of them.
I don't know there's supposed to be more characters.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's another thing. Yeah, they brought BJ and Doomslayer.
Yeah.
Or Doom Guy.
6, dude.
Commander Keen's coming.
Oh, my God.
They're going to have over 100 champions in 8 years.
Someone from Rage is going to have to come, obviously, when Rage 2 comes out especially. So.
Yeah, Andrew WK.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Dude.
Oh, my God.
Last but not least, I learned something very important about being a PC gamer this weekend.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you mean everything works 100% of the time? You don't have to tinker to anything? I
wasn't even gonna dig into my fucking around with video card settings and all that shit. turn off Cortana.
Oh, I don't think I've ever used Cortana.
I thought it was going to be so cool to have fucking Cortana right there ready to go.
It's not Siri.
And
It's not Siri.
It's not Siri.
Yeah.
And you learn that very quickly. You also learn that the voice detection on that does not work well when you've got shit blast. I was fucking playing Quake and James Hetfield's screaming shit, and all of a sudden Cortana pops up on the screen. Alt tabs the fucking.
Yep.
I'm in the middle. I'm like, no, what the fuck? And Katie's like, what's happening? I was like, Cortana, fuck me.
Dude, Halo comes back to get you, dude. Master Chief, never forget.
God. And I like jump back in, finish the map, and then as it's like in the post thing, I'm like, alt tab settings. Let's fucking kill this bitch. I'm done. I can't do this. Fuck.
Halo 4 harass, you know?
Oh my god.
Spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, I can't. Fuck.
It's a fun
I just
game.
need more. I need more because I'm already getting. Like I still love deathmatch, but I need more.
I'm
It
having
needs
fun.
to come, man.
I'm having fun, like doing the daily challenges, like making sure I'm like getting what they are. Like yesterday for me, it was get 1 impressive medal, get 2 time stopper medals, and something else, and like going in and like, all right, this is my objective, and then I do it, kind of like we were doing with like Destiny for a little while, right? And then I'm already in it, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking.
Oh, yeah, because back to the BJ thing.
Yeah.
I
Right.
I don't know how I had them unlocked. Maybe it's because my homeboy Matt over here bought me both Wolfensteins. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
installed too. But yeah, anyway, I have them unlocked. And I don't know if it does this for every character, but you know you have that like announcer dude when he's like quad damage is called or like whatever. But when you're BJ, he'll say stuff like "Mind Laban" or like "Get stoked," and you're just oh my god, what?
Yeah, because I noticed playing a scale bearer versus because I've only played a scale bearer or a ranger, but I've noticed that like the things that are said throughout the match are different. So that's kind of cool, though. Yeah.
It's fucking.
I haven't used it, but BJ's fucking ability with the dual wheel.
It's great. It's great.
Holy
It's great.
shit.
It's great because there's no break in between. Like if you have 2 rocket launchers, like poof, poof, poof.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you,
It is literally Wolfenstein 2.
every time I see some motherfucker on the field running around as BJ dual wielding, I'm like, this is fucking Matt. This is fucking Matt. I can see it.
I don't know if all characters do it, but like when
That's
BJ,
gonna be my first character.
Like have you played against BJ?
Oh
Yeah.
Because
I've also
I
got
don't know if you
fucked
noticed,
by
but when
BJ.
he gets low on health, he just goes like,
It's fuck. And Doomslayer's got that like berserker ability.
oh yeah. Oh my god, it's so goddamn good.
All right, we gotta hurry up and wrap this up so we can get
I
back
know.
to Quake.
Quake.
Quake. Can you Quake? We're gonna take a quick break.
Quake.
Talk about Quake.
Quake.
And we'll be back. Do a little bit of news. Not a ton of news this week, but we'll chat a little bit about some. And then it's off to make
When's
steak and
E3?
play Quake. E3 next week. Be right back. Welcome back to the Free G's, or soon to be renamed just Quake, the podcast.
Yeah.
We, believe it or not, listener, we spent our entire break mostly talking about Quake. Oh shit! I just had a revelation, boys.
What happened?
That game might release this year. Yes, don't shake your head.
Yeah, I agree.
What the fuck else has come out this year that is already competing
God of
for
War.
Game of the Year? All right, fine. I'll give you God of War. What else? Celeste? Then what?
All right, I'll give you Celeste.
Fucking
And then
Quake Champions. It's going to be a bloodbath.
It has to.
Fallout
it has to.
76.
No, we are not fucking me with another Fallout Game of the Year.
No. What if it's the best game, though? You don't know.
It won't be. It's Fallout.
Fallout is a fine game.
I love Fallout.
What about Shenmue? Because that's our first news story for the week.
There he
Shenmue 1 and 2, $30, August 21st. Now available for pre-order.
What year, August 21st?
This one
Oh, my God.
for Shenmue 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't play them this year. I can already tell you that right now.
Should I do it, Ben? I've never played them.
I kind of want to play them, but I know it's not going to happen this year.
It's a very, 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 very slow paced game. We're sitting here talking about Quake. Like we got to bring it down a notch if we're talking about Shenmue.
Overwatch is too slow.
We got to bring it down. I think if the price tag doesn't bother you, I would say go for it.
I mean, $30 is not.
It's not
bad.
bad.
$30 is I mean, I'd buy Quake Champions for that.
Right? 30.
Exactly. Yeah, it's 30. And plus,
for both.
Yeah,
they're still gonna. I mean, I don't know if that's part of your news, but they did like a Q&A.
No, I don't have that in here.
So there's a lot of things like the diehards are completely bummed out about, but the only thing I really, really cared about was if they were still gonna have the old school Sega arcade games, because you can go into an arcade and they're still gonna be in there.
Thank God.
So like there's Space Harrier, there's Hang On, and all that. It's in there. The thing that a lot of people were bummed out about was it's still going to be at 30 hertz.
Huh.
So it means it's going to be at 30 FPS. I guess that's what that means. I'm an idiot when it comes to that stuff.
Hertz doesn't necessarily dictate frames per second.
So I don't really see what, I don't know.
I mean, the refresh rate.
Yeah.
It can kind of dictate that. Like PAL TVs back in the day were 50 hertz. So like you play something like F-Zero on a PAL SNES on it runs at max 50 frames a second.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So a lot of people were upset about that. And the versions are strictly based off of, at least for Shenmue 2 at least, was the Xbox release.
That's good though.
It's good. I'm fine with it. The saves that you use in the first one will also carry over to the second one, so it's basically gonna be one big game.
That's cool.
And like I said, I'm fine with everything about it. So
I hope it helps like grow that game a little bit. I know it has a big cult following, but in the wake of like all the delays and everything, I mean, one, like the eternity that it took to get Shenmue 3 to become close to reality, and then now it's just like kind of, I know, continuing to be delayed. I don't know. Like, I think it'd be cool if this turned me into a Shenmue fan. I don't know if it will or it won't.
I know you talk about the refresh rate, but once again, the Games Done Quick guy over here, and I think Joe's kind of going through the same thing. Like, things happen when you increase frame rate in a game. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, Doom, you can fucking slingshot off shit if you're running at 120 frames peak. As opposed to 60. Yeah. It doesn't seem like much, but for speedrunners, that's a lot. And I know I was watching that Resident Evil one I talked about earlier in the podcast. The dude was playing on PC, so he had 60 frames per second. He was saying, like, hey, well, in 60 frames, you kind of have more frames to get hit with, so your lines have to be more exact to prevent getting grabbed or whatever. And it's like, holy fucking shit, like that matters when it comes to development. So I can kind of see why they may be stuck to 30 as to not fuck with the dynamic of
how quickly that forklift drives.
Yeah. Or, like, my favorite thing about that game is every time I see it, I always see someone pull up a watch.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's time-based,
like that,
but it's not real time-based. Like, say if it's 12 o'clock p.m. and there's an event that goes on at 6, you're not going to have to sit there for hours upon hours. It's like a 10-minute whatever span, you know what I mean?
But yeah, that's why we're talking about fast games, and then there's a mechanic where you pull up your watch and you have to wait for a thing.
Like I said, especially if you're interested as to why, just to get an idea of why guys like me were fucking obsessed with it for the past 15 or so years, just to get an idea, I would say go for it.
Probably 2024 is when I'm aiming to get this. And in 2025, we finally get a release date of Shenmue 3.
When 3 actually comes out?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
In more bad news of the week, Limited Run Games announced it's actually, by the time you're listening to this, I don't know if the pre-orders are closed, but they've begun for Night Trap on Switch.
You know what already sold out?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, dude.
On Switch.
Like I said, I follow the Facebook group for Night Trap, and it's the exact same situation that happened to me a year ago when I was getting the PS4/PC version.
They did a really, I mean, at least just from their mock-up covers, like, they look fucking cool.
Oh, they look amazing.
Yeah. It says pre-orders close on July 20th.
Unless
Maybe
they
it's
run
just
out.
a collector's edition then.
Oh, that could be
I think
it.
that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's still out there, so if you want to
Yeah.
jump in on that.
I mean, does that? I don't know. They talked about the Switch version. Does it hold true to the PS4 and PC, or they're
I think the only difference is that it's just you play it on Switch
all right?
because it's made in Unity, so all he did was file, save as.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! The Unity, yeah.
Yeah.
Every game should be made in Unity.
Yeah.
It's my stance. Hashtag Unity forever. You know. I guess we'll make that a real thing. Hashtag Unity forever.
We got a new Splatfest coming up.
Oh, this is one you kind of.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get in on this.
Well, it depends on which team you're picking.
We'll see.
What's going on?
So here's the teams for the next Splatfest. To commemorate the 1-year anniversary of Splatoon 2's release, Squid versus Octopus. What team you going?
Are you a squid or are you a kid?
I'm a kid Octopus.
Oh, I know you are. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna roll squid if I play.
That's me hissing like a bat.
I don't have the fucking lore. I'm just a squid, living my best life.
Oh, man. I've always liked octopi better than squids anyway, so yeah.
What do you get calamari from?
I don't eat calamari.
Calamari's dude.
I mean, I have, but like I don't. It's not like a thing. Like I've had it once. It's fine, but I also like.
He doesn't fuck.
You get it from a squid.
To be fair, I'll vote Octopus anyway. Just because
Whatever, well,
Octopus.
guess what? You don't have a fucking Switch, so fuck you.
True.
Your
It is
vote
true.
don't matter.
It is true. I'm gonna go him.
Who's Marina on? Squid?
No.
I get it. It's a fucking joke.
I know.
I get it.
Oh, do you think Quake Champions will ever come to consoles?
I do. Will it come to Switch? I don't know,
I don't think it'll come to Switch.
but
Ain't no fucking way that game's coming to consoles.
no, it will.
I think it will. I think it will.
It's gonna be severely inferior.
Oh, for sure. And I'm saying that now as someone who's completely elitist.
I know you're part of it now, man.
I swear, dude. Like it's
Dude, I
funny
felt the same way like 3 months ago or whatever. Whenever I got the fucking PC.
because you like. I was like, why am I going to turn my Xbox back on? I was like, oh right, well, because like yesterday was or 2 days ago was Bungie Day, and I was like, oh, I should jump into fucking Master Chief Collection and get some of those weird like timed achievements that I can't get.
PC.
And I was like, nah. I even set a reminder on my phone like for when I arrive at home, play Halo, and all I had to do was like a 5-minute thing to jump in and get these couple of achievements, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go upstairs. Sonic the Hedgehog, you've heard of him. He's got a movie coming out. And Jim Carrey's going to play Dr. Robotnik in it.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with
It's
that,
not
dude.
the worst thing.
It's not.
I'm fine with
It
it.
could have been Shia LaBeouf. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'm trying to picture it. Is he going to have the big ass hair coming out of the sides?
I don't know what's going on, dude.
I'm thinking
Is
Riddler.
this
I'm thinking
gonna
Riddler.
be like live action / CG?
Yeah, think Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Yeah, that's
but
what
with
I'm
Sonic.
thinking.
Like
I'm down,
James
dude.
Marsden and Jim Carrey.
Oh, right, then, son.
Although they haven't confirmed who's doing Sonic's voice. So
Steve
I don't.
Urkel?
As I'm saying, dude.
Bring him back. I'm sure he needs a job anyway.
What's
What's he
name?
doing?
Jaleel White.
Oh, I thought it was Steve Urkel. So.
I don't know. I think he's just hanging out.
I don't know,
Ask
man.
him-
I just see him spinning his cane around as the Riddler or whatever.
Jim Carrey? No, Jim Carrey's great. I fucking love Jim
Yeah.
Carrey, but yeah, it's weird. Speaking of Bungie Day, some Destiny 2 stuff came out that so there's triumphs, which are these in-game challenges, and as you complete a triumph, you get points that can then be traded in for more loot.
What kind of loot? And where the currency go to? That's the more important question.
So through August 28th, there's things that unlock rewards. Essentially, they track your progress toward these moments of triumph. As you complete them, they increase your score that unlock different rewards. A lot of them are in-game,
Okay.
but there's one that's external. a T-shirt. So if you reach 250 points, you get a code that you can enter to then buy a T-shirt.
To them buy.
Yes.
Wow.
No
It's
doubt.
not that they're going to send you a T-shirt. It's just once you hit 250, then you can
God
go to
damn it.
you
It
can
was
go
kind of cool.
to Bungie. Yeah, I saw the shirt and I was like, oh shit, I'll play. And then it was like, you can go to the Bungie.net page to retrieve the code you will need to purchase your customizable T-shirt.
So in 2 weeks, check the Destiny Reddit page because I'm sure people are offering their codes.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my thing is that something that goes to the postmaster and you get silver out of it, or like does that count as?
It's not silver. I think it's a different currency.
Is it Radon in that game for per person, or is it's oh god, it's whatever the fucking meter you're building per person, like whether it's Crucible levels
right.
or levels with the weapon guy, or the clan ones even.
Yeah, I don't know what they're. I don't know how this. I think it's a separate thing.
Yeah, whatever. Give me more Iron Banner. I'll
But-
come back that week.
I think it's cool, like for player retention. Like if you've been playing, and we know there's a lot of very vocal people who are not so stoked about that game that are starting to get stoked. I think this helps with that a little bit.
Yeah, and then you're
Combats
gonna
it.
buy a fucking T-shirt.
Oh, you know people will buy that.
I know. I won't, but I know.
It's customizable though. You can get Matty Ice on the back of it.
Oh,
Think about that.
Shit, I'm
See?
gonna get fuck Bowser Jr. on the back of mine.
See, now you're
Nah,
thinking.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Oh, dude, you play Destiny? I recognize your Destiny shirt. What'd you get on yours? Oh, fuck Bowser Jr. Oh, sweet, me too. Valve leaked out some Steam player count numbers. A recently discovered hole in Valve's API allowed observers to generate extremely precise and publicly accessible data for the total number of players for thousands of Steam games. Isn't that crazy? So this is only for games that are present. Only for games that have achievements. Games without achievements didn't show up in this API. It's since been patched out. However, the top 20. Did you guys look at this? I sent this, but I
I
don't.
glanced at it.
Do you remember what the number one title was? Great. If you had to guess what the number one title most played on Steam.
Let's play it on Steam.
It's
So
a free-to-play
Fortnite's
game,
not on
isn't it?
Steam. It's probably a free-to-play game.
It was a free-to-play game. I can't remember what it was.
Think Steam.
I have a feeling I'm an idiot for not thinking this.
Think Valve.
Team Fortress.
Team Fortress 2 is the number one played game with 50 million players estimated. Followed shortly thereafter at 46 million with
Not Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Really?
And coming in at third, a little bit lower, 36 million, dropped down from 46. PUBG,
Yeah.
followed by Unturned. What the hell is Unturned?
Unturned is
A free-to-play zombie game.
yeah.
Got it. Left 4 Dead 2, Payday 2, Gary's Mod.
Payday 2, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That game
Alright.
was huge. You don't remember that?
No, I mean I'm not.
I'm going to put
Alright.
something into perspective in a few minutes here.
Okay.
Less than 30 seconds. Gary's Mod, Warframe, Counter-Strike Source, Paladins, Skyrim, Terraria, Portal 2, Sid Meier's Civ 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, Borderlands 2, Robocraft, Rocket League, Portal, and War Thunder. So
I
just
love that Rocket League's on there.
I want you to think about that for a second. Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, the biggest fucking game ever.
I thought that would be much higher.
Right. Payday 2's higher than that. Gary's Mod's higher than that. Warframe is higher than that.
It's probably because everybody's playing on consoles.
Skyrim is higher than that.
Well,
Yeah,
Skyrim, I can
that's
see.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Now, what the weird thing is, does Skyrim double dip, or is Skyrim its own game? Because that could be something else that's weird there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they could have gotten 2 per a certain individual.
Yeah. Don't know. Don't know.
It's interesting though.
And last news story of the week, unless you guys got anything else. Warframe coming to Switch.
I'm shocked that that's coming, but I'm glad. I guess it is. There's another free to play thing. You have something else to play.
Yeah. What I think is most interesting about this, so it was announced at Warframe's annual convention, TennoCon. What's interesting about this is who is bringing it to Switch.
I missed that part.
Panic Button.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the folks behind
Wolf and Doom.
Yeah, the ports of Wolfenstein and Doom to Switch are also bringing Warframe to Switch. I thought that was interesting. Because remember, we were talking about that just the other day when we were like, because Wolf 2 came out June 29th. We were like, all right, they said they had other contracts. What are they doing? This is one of them. So
that's huge.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's everything I got on news. I caught up on some SGDQ this week. It feels like an eternity since we last recorded because it kind of was.
Yeah, it was like a week and a half, yeah.
But yeah, I caught up on some more of that stuff. The finale with FF6, I had that running the whole night. I was just playing Hollow Knight on my Switch and just watching that.
It's kind of had that in the background.
Yeah,
I didn't even try. I wanted to watch that 7 one before I tried that 6 one.
Oh, yeah. The 6 one was good. They did some fun shit. Like, in 6, there's the opera scene.
I don't know. Well, yeah, all right, sorry. I
All
didn't know the opera scene.
So, there's the opera scene. And as them part of the live stream, when they got to the opera scene, they actually had a woman come out and fucking sing. She was really good, too. Like, it was wild. And, at the end of the opera scene, there's, marching sprites kind of dancing. There's, a group of dudes who just stood up and they were doing, the weird little dance. It was, a big good send off, and you could tell that community was really, I don't know, close knit.
Did it fuck with the audience at all? Because I know with 7 there was one point I think 7's a 10-hour run or whatever, and hour 6 in there oh shit, and everyone on the couch was all playing into it oh shit, this is bugged, oh fuck, and then oh no, we're good, and they just fucking with everyone who was watching and in the audience. I
think it was 6 hours or something, 7 hours. I feel like there was one like that, although I could be misremembering. But I think there was one where it was an intentional law, because when you lose, you get booted all the way the fuck back and all your progress.
7's the same exact way.
Yeah, and I think there was something where it was intentional, and they were
10's the same. Is 13? I don't even know.
Yeah.
You would know better than me because you fucking obsessed over that game.
I don't play 13, just 13.
No, I played an hour and it sucked. So
lightning rules though.
Yeah.
There was, I think it was one where he was oh, we got to make sure this. Oh no, I'm dead. But it was an intentional death because it helps skip a frame and something. Or
fucking love.
That's how they
shit.
fucking Let's save 4 seconds.
It's gotta be frame perfect, and I hit on 180 there, and then all right, cool, we're good. We just skipped 30 minutes into the game. What the
this shit's nuts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did a glide in Resident Evil. Evidently, if you tap up on the D-pad while sprinting, your character, instead of doing the stepping animation,
is that what that was? Because I saw that. Yeah.
Up the steps, and they used that for the hunters because there's the one hallway where there's the hunter downstairs, and then there's one upstairs. It's fucking nuts. He glided up the steps, and he needed to glide it because of the hunters leap to the steps, and then he had to proceed. And the thing was, the second hunter upstairs wouldn't slash at him because evidently the game doesn't know how to handle the 2 AIs on the same level at the same time, so it pushes the one upstairs back just enough so that way it's kind of a couple frames perfect where it will try to slash you and you can miss the hitbox.
Yep.
And all that happens in a matter of 3 seconds. It takes longer to the fucking guy to explain it to you. It's what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that weird little glitchy animation. I was wondering what that was. I was talking to Aka about it too.
Yeah. I think it's if you hold sprint, keep tapping up on the D-pad or whatever. It's nuts. I saw that dude fire 10 bullets.
Damn. That rules.
One other thing that I guess slipped by a few weeks back. So I remember seeing this tweet pop up, but Joe Staten, one of the writers on Halo, kind of the dude behind it all, who's at 343, had tweeted about running into Marty O'Donnell, the former composer for those games, at a coffee shop, and said like, "Random who you'll meet at a blah 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 blah." I didn't see Marty O'Donnell's follow up, but he says there was nothing quote random about our meeting.
Ah,
yeah,
Coming back for Infinite.
maybe it makes sense. Like they want Infinite to be like a return to form, so to speak. So I can see that.
Was O'Donnell the one that left
He
with
was the one-
Bungie and then left during Destiny?
Yes, got fired during Destiny.
Well, all right. Yeah.
Read Jason Schreier's book,
Blood, Sweat, and
Pixels.
Pixels.
Yeah, Slayer, Quake, and oh! All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
show.
Fucking Quake, dude.
I know, man.
Fucking Quake.
Brings out the best in all of us. If you're out there and you have the capability to play Quake, spend the $5, get that starter pack, do it. It is so fucking good. I haven't had more. I'm like,
I'm gonna buy the $30 pack.
yeah,
It's
I'm buying it.
I'm fucking doing it.
Yep. I'm gonna unlock Nyx tonight. Try her out all week, and then Friday. I'm off.
Is it on Steam, the $30 thing?
Yep.
All right. Be careful with that $30 thing, or I guess viewer beware. If you buy the starter pack, you may not be able to get that $30 pack after the fact, and have to spend it all in game. I'm just gonna throw that out there because of the thing that happened to me with Rainbow Six in the starter pack. So, buyer beware. If you're at all interested,
They have 4 different things though.
and so did
of
Rainbow
them-
Six.
One of them is a starter pack upgrade that says for people who already have.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
Steam's page.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well then, never mind.
There's
Buyer
two
now beware.
$30 things. One is the Champions pack, and one is the Champions pack upgrade.
That's why
Okay.
they did that.
Yeah.
That's exactly probably why they did that.
Okay.
All right.
Same price, but
That's
2
good to
different
know,
SKUs.
though. It's good to know.
Good call.
It's good to know.
Fucking do it.
So if you're buying Rainbow Six and you're at all interested in
Yeah.
getting all the upgrades,
So just to clear the air, if you got Quake for free, do you need?
you should be fine.
That means you can just buy the normal
But the
$30
free
pack?
version that we got
Yeah.
is technically the starter.
That's what I'm
pack.
saying. So does that? Because now you guys say that, I've been feeling the $30 one. That's just for you. You don't have Quake installed. You haven't played it yet, and you want to go buy $30.
If you just bought Quake Champions or early packer, I forget how it's listed on there. There's one, and then below it, it's a different $30 SKU that says like
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
if
gonna
they specifically say that, I think you should be fine. They probably list that as like a DLC almost. Because it's a weird caveat with Steam there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I've got a birthday this week, so I'm off all next weekend, and I'm gonna be playing Quake all the time. I'm hoping that like today there's like a surprise that Halo game drops at Dave and Buster's, so I can spend my whole birthday doing that. I said summer, right? Like it's fucking summer. There's got to be one good thing about this shitty goddamn season. It could be that Halo game. But check out thefreecheese.com for everything else that we do. We should be back on track with recording some video stuff soon here. And I got this big old beautiful thing to edit it all on now.
There you go.
Dago.
There you go. Yeah, there you go
I
from
know.
Street Fighter. Yeah. Street Fighter best player.
Yeah, if you like this episode, you can find it and the rest of them on your favorite podcast service, thefreecheese.com. You can follow us all on Twitter. The Free Cheese is at SomeFreeCheese. Matt is at MattyIce131. Ben is at SevBenz. I am at The Free Cheese. Fuck Japan's laws. Just gonna say that
random.
now. It sounds random, but fuck Japan's copyright laws.
What's this got to do with Quake?
So, Japan has a copyright law where video game material cannot be produced on a monitor in public. Therefore, friend of the show, Alex Fraioli, no longer
Oh,
can operate his bar in Japan.
Oh,
I
shit.
heard someone talk about this
Yeah.
online. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of these. I started to hear things like this happening. I was curious to see how this would shake out. And I saw Alex tweeted this morning that, like, it's fucking him. Like, he needs to rebrand his bar as a video game history bar, but all playable video games are now removed from it.
That is so weird.
Just done. Yeah, it's a weird fucking thing, and like copyright law there is different than here, and it's something. I don't know. It sucks. Like I don't know. There's not much we can do. Like so many miles away, but I just like that fucking sucks. And like he said, the opposite is, you know, get your business shut down, get deported, and get separated from your wife, which probably not ideal.
No.
But at the same time, like
Sucks.
it's just like, you know, I listened to No More Whoppers, his podcast, for years, and hearing like all of the bullshit he had to go through just to get that up and running. Like he worked so fucking hard to make that happen and make it the best thing that he could. Like he was working 2 jobs plus like moonlighting at a bar, another video game bar, just to see how it was done. So he could not only learn how that was done, but how to be a bartender. And it's just a fucking shame, like
That's
it
horrible.
came to that. So yeah, fuck Japan's copyright laws. I forgot to open with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel helpless. You know what I mean? Like you see somebody you care about going through a shitty thing and you don't know what to do. And I don't know what to do other than like retweet something and say something on the podcast.
Hopefully it'll change, because that's, I mean, other than him, like I know there's a lot of bars that'll do that, like video game.
I mean, over here it's huge and there's no like precedent for it to be shut down. But there it's like, it is what it is.
It's horrible.
So, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people are going to fight it. And he said as much. Like, one of the guys who, you know, he worked with had a bar called Genesis Bar. And it was literally the fucking Genesis logo. Yeah. Had the same thing happen. And now he's just a bar and he's survived it. So, it's not like it's impossible, but it's definitely like a big hit. And
unique thing is
yeah,
on. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. That's it. That's all I got. Quake,
man.
fucking dope. Better than Dota, right?
Where's that for that? T.I.
Quake Hot. We'll see you next week.
T.I.
Dab, 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 dab.